I do not do it well. And I'm probably never going to do it well because I don't want to do it well. Whatever the reason is, it's not for me to go there. I want to do the things that I do well. Anybody here not want to succeed? Is there anybody here that, that doesn't want to live life in a big way? The examples that Tim was giving us of those celebrities, those superstars, that when they were interviewed, they spoke about, it's like they did not see the failure that others saw it as a failure that led them to their success. They saw it as the steps that they needed to take in order to get there because they knew where they were going and what they wanted to do. Wayne Dyer says that our work in life is to discover what is our work in life. When we know what it is that we want in our life and we focus on that and we put our attention on that and we dwell there, then that's what we're going to attract into our life. All of the people who are successful by whatever measure you want to put upon them, and it's really not our measure, it's their measure. My success is not determined by your measure. My success is determined by how I measure it. So you may not see that I have reached a level of success, but in my life I know that I have, and I'm very pleased with it. I'm very excited about myself. I'm truly exhilarating in joy because of my success. And because I have that attitude, then what I do continues to bring more joy and more gratitude and more success into my life because, and I don't want to be arrogant or bold here, but what you think of me does not matter. It really does not matter. What's more important is what I think of myself. It's where I hang out when I'm with myself. It's where I am when I'm in that awareness of what's going on in my mind. And I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in my mind. And it's not easy sometimes to slow it down, turn it off, or get quiet. And it's taken me many, many years of practice to learn how to get quiet and to get still. To experience that stillness where I can hear the divine voice from within that guides me and directs me to my success, so that I know what I need to let go of. Any anger that I hold or have held in regards to my siblings, it dissipated back into the nothingness because I don't live with them anymore. Bring your attitude, bring your imagination into your own mind as to where you are, where you want to be. What is your success? The challenge that I put out to individuals that walk into this center, that really want to be connected, they really want to be engaged, they really want to be inspired, they really want to be a part owner of what's going on in this center. My challenge to you, to them, to each and every one, is to then find out who you are. Know who you are. Know what your talents are. Know what your strengths are. Know what is your passion. Joseph Campbell would say, follow your bliss. And move into that space of what you know to be success. We're going through some process here. We're always going through process. Don't you love it? We're always going through change. Don't you love it? Come on. Tell me. You love it. Thank you. So one of the things we've been doing is looking at strength finders, and we've been trying to identify what are our strengths, what are our talents. Because in the Gallup research, it has said that it no longer works for people to focus on their weakness. It only makes you more aware of what is your weakness. It does not increase your strength or your talent or your bliss or your success. The only thing that will bring you to your success is to find out what you do well and then continue to do it well and do it to the best of your ability all the time. Move into that place of knowing who you are. So Jazz, who's not here today, has taken on one of his talents called Maximizer. Maximizer is an individual that, if given a task, he will look at the situation and he will find the most efficient and effective way of using that, creating that, to make it work. And so it came about because he was doing the Tai Chi practice, and they had to move all of the chairs out of the way for Tai Chi, and I was getting tired of putting all the chairs back. And so I said to Jazz, you are responsible for the chairs. If you want to move them out, you have to move them back. And so he took on that responsibility, he took on that task. He's now given himself a new title, Chairman. Chairman of the board. B-O-R-E-D. If you're bored, he wants you to come help him arrange chairs. And so this week, using his Maximizer talent, he spent some time looking at creating an amphitheater effect so that all of the chairs would be focusing on me, or on the center of the stage. So that everybody would be focusing into that one place. So he's recognized his talent. He's recognized what he does well. And then he comes in and he puts it to work. And he's feeling really excited about this. He sent me an email about it. It was just really, so I had to come in and take pictures of it. Because I wanted to post it, so if anybody wants to move the chairs, the pictures are now posted in the office, so you know how to put them back. So what is it that you want to do? We have a lot of positions within our center that require volunteers because we are a volunteer organization. Most everything that happens here is done by volunteers. Now the downside to that is nobody's getting paid, nobody's working 40 hours a week, nobody is the one responsible, although I hold all the responsibility. Paul likes to hold some of it too, but I keep trying to take it back. Holding that responsibility, everything that is done here is done by volunteers. So we get volunteers that come in and say, I want to volunteer, I want to. Why do you want to volunteer? Because I want to give back to the church. I want to give back to the center that has given me so much. That's really, really grand. And I appreciate it. And I love it. And we're so grateful because we need it. And then they say, what do you want? What do you want me to do? And then I have to get busy trying to create busy work because somebody wants to be busy giving something back. I do not want to create busy work. I'm too busy to be creating busy work. There's not enough time to get any more business done. There are things that need to be done. If you see something that needs to be done, it's yours, you own it. If you see something that needs to be done, you do not need to go to Paul and make complaints. You do not need to come to me and make complaints. You need to come to one of us and say, I realize there is a need that needs to be completed, achieved, accomplished here at the center, and here is my solution. That's a shift in consciousness.